Today's the day. I'm a little scared. I'm more than a little scared. This could be mayhem. Mayhem. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Sorry for the week away, but we are back again. It's just been so busy. You'll see a new background. We've painted the house, so we've changed the office up a little bit. The idea is over this shoulder here, my signed villa top will go there at one point. We haven't got to that point yet. But anyway, I'm waffling on because I'm a little bit scared about what's about to happen. Today's the day the Stuart Irvine takes over. You will remember the WWE 2K20 Gang Wars video. If you don't remember it, go and watch it on the channel. Go and watch it now. We'll wait. We'll all wait. Ice cream? You back? We good? Okay, you will remember it now. So, yeah, he won the right to book a pay-per-view with no rules and no limitations. Now, I should preface this straight away by knowing Stuart. He will not just want to ruin the save. He isn't going to do something stupid like put the World Championship on, I don't know, Eric Young. Awkward. My point is he will try and put on a good show, a logical show. Stuart is a competitive man. He wants to prove he can book stuff better than me. I want to know now down in the comments, once you watch the full video, do you think he booked better than me? Let's find out, shall we? This is going to be interesting. Sacrifice pay-per-view as well. Whew, let's go. Okay, Sacrifice is going to kick off with some pre-show matches. Stu didn't actually plan the pre-show matches, but we've put them together a little bit randomly, haven't we, Stu?
Yeah, just on the fly.
Oh, you should probably say hello because it's the first time you come into the YouTube.
Oh yeah, so yeah, it's I keep forgetting that you can see my face and actually see who I am. Yes, hello. I look. It's gonna be a fun pay-per-view to book. It's gonna be fun.
And to the ladies out there, you're welcome. Right. Matt Morgan defeats Black Machismo, Jay Lethal with a carbon footprint. Talk me through what you're thinking here.
I mean, to be fair, it's still on the fly, but just thinking Matt Morgan needs to get some momentum because obviously in real life he was actually a guy that they should have pushed more. Mm-hmm. And also the idea versus Jay Lethal versus Matt Morgan would be a pretty good match, I think. But I think Matt Morgan, we need to start pushing him a little bit more.
They ain't done too bad there actually for a pre-show match. 48, yeah. Not too bad. We're going to move to another pre-show match. We're going to do Pac versus Eric Young. And the winner is Pac. We've not got that one yet. We got the Kingslayers winning first. The Kingslayers beat LAX, Stu.
Oh, come on. You know how much I'm a big fan of basically Seth Rollins and Cesaro. But again,
I don't know who they are. Sorry.
So it's a really cool name that I think someone should pick up in a certain company. Okay. Yeah, but I just think if I remember, you've been bigging them up quite nicely on Explosion, and they need that. I don't know if they've got that big win yet. I know it's on pre-show, but you've seen it before. People can use that in other storylines. So,
okay. Well, either way, it's an impressive win for them on the pre-show. Tyler Black pinning Hernandez. Some decent performances as well. Hernandez the best with a 61, but I just want to point out Cesaro putting in a 56. Whoa.
I mean, no surprise to us, but the game is quite good.
Right, Pac and Eric Young then gets a 50. Pac defeating Eric Young. Interesting performances were exactly the same.
Well, I think they're on similar level, aren't they? So.
Well, they are now. I mean, Eric Young started as TV champion, so that says a lot. Moving on. Shooting Star pressed by Pac as well, by the way. We probably could change his finisher eventually, but Shooting Star press is what he does. Right, we're going to move on to the main show. I've took a picture so we don't go too far ahead and spoil it for the peoples. But we're going to open up with a backstage segment. Talk us through it.
So basically what I'm thinking of, as you have on your Go Home show previously, you set up that Bobby Lashley's on the warpath, taking out everyone. So my idea is that before the show, they've got a backstage segment with obviously Hogan and Eric Bischoff talking to Bobby Lashley saying, you need to focus tonight, man. We could really lose this title. We could really lose tonight. And it's like they're trying to like talk to him to kind of calm him down, but Bobby Lashley just looks at them intensely and just stares, is not listening to him and just don't care, and then walks out the office and walks out the locker room. And it's basically Eric Bischoff and Hogan are basically looking at each other and saying, we're in trouble tonight. So it's basically like the setup that his temper might be a problem tonight.
I'm not. I'm with this. It kind of plays into the Lashley character. We're going with, sets up the main event. I think the segment rating's a bit harsh at 69. You've got Hogan and Bischoff in there with someone like Lashley. I thought it would do better than that. But, oh well, we'll move on to the Television Championship. Stuart?
This is where I've got to announce, do your famous announcement.
You do. Yeah, you do. Off you go.
All right, I'll try my best. Won't be up to your standards.
Here we go.
And still, TNA TV champion, Johnny Impact.
Wow.
The way
okay.
the way I'm going with this is a situation of, well, let's be honest, I don't think anyone watching would probably assume that Jeff Jarrett is going to win this match, because in real life it was kind of, it wouldn't be a thing. It'd be more of a what if. But yeah, what I was thinking of this match is a situation of like, Impact's in control, he's cocky, as you would, saying who are you and all that kind of stuff. And then Jeff Jarrett gets back into the match. Does pretty much has the, as I said, match of his life. It's like his last shot, so he's got to try everything. But the kind of match, I like the idea of at the end of the match, you got obviously, I think he's just hit the stroke, finished the stroke, yeah. And then all of a sudden he's just about to pin him, and then Madison Rayne comes out. She's standing at ringside, Mm-hmm. If you're gonna go there, like flirting with Jeff Jarrett, distracting him, and then just that gives enough time for Johnny Impact to get back on, find his bearings, and all of a sudden comes from behind, does a roll up, 1, 2, 3, still the champion. That's what I'm going. I just think you could easily do a straight win, but I'm sure there's a storyline that we're kind of setting up with Madison Rayne, so we've got to involve her in some way.
I am fully on board with this, and you know what? I haven't said this on the stream yet. This is exactly, more or less, the finish I had planned. I know.
Wow.
I know. Distraction from Madison Rayne. Madison and Johnny Impact are going to be a thing. I really feel like this should have done better though. 63 for the match.
Could it be because who's involved, or also because the distraction finish? Maybe that might put the score down.
Might have been with Madison Rayne in there. Might have brought it down a little bit, but I think that's harsh. Johnny Impact still putting a 73. Jarrett 66 is a bit low, I'll be honest. But we got through the match. We got through it. We'll move on. We've got another backstage segment.
Yes. So this one, it's kind of after the match, she kind of just like distracts, and then she runs to the back. And then it's a situation where they go, was it obviously Ric Flair and Johnny Impact, that just get out of there, don't want to get met. And they go to the back, and you got Madison Rayne waiting for them behind the curtain. Mm-hmm. And if I remember the segments correctly, is that she's been trying to talk to him through the last couple of weeks, and he hasn't paid attention to it.
Yeah.
But now, because she's helped him win, he acknowledges her and says, come with me. She speaks to him, and then he was like, yeah, and he acknowledges her, and yeah, come with me type thing. And it's like, that's how I don't know if it's what you're going to go for, but that's why he acknowledges her, because he does something for him that's very egotistical for a guy that calls himself Johnny Impact. Totally goes for his character. So
I think that's great. I actually hadn't thought that far ahead in terms of the actual character nuances. I'm so glad you did. That's brilliant. I've got nothing to add to that. Now they can be together as like a trio as well, which is nice.
Yeah, well, as much as people say, it's good to have a lot of factions or like that kind of stuff, and also you could use that as a way to maybe prop up the other division, the women's division. So depends on how you want to look at it. Okay.
Where we go next? We got a matchup.
Another segment, another interview segment.
We do.
Yes, this one is basically because obviously the whole story was it he got his match against Suicide. Suicide has been acting strangely not acting himself. As and basically, Amazing Red is basically sitting like asked like they're asking what's happened to Amazing Red. I mean, Suicide. Like, what's one of his like? And tonight, and he's basically saying, "I'm going to win the title, and I'm going to show who Suicide really is." And yeah, and that pretty much ends. That's how it was ended. It's kind of tease something that may or may not happen. We'll find out in a minute.
Right, next one is for the X Division Championship. Then Suicide versus the Amazing Red. Stewart, who walks out the champ,
and still X Division champion, Suicide.
okay.
Or is it Suicide?
Oh, hello. Right, okay. Let's go.
So, for Carl, he knows exactly where this is going because we've been talking about it secretly for weeks, haven't we?
Yeah.
Well, we can review that, but yes. But basically, so the way I've gone for this, it's going to be a lot of high flying, a lot of awesome moves you expect from an X Division match. It's going to be a lot of like Hurricanranas from the top, all kinds of good back and forth exchanges as you expect, similar to mostly any Ray Phoenix kind of match, basically, where it's just like back and forth. So the idea is
Ray Phoenix is that a hint?
No, it's not. But I mean, it could be signed Ray Phoenix, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if he's still around this time. But all right. So I'm assuming it's okay to reveal now, right?
It's your pay-per-view. You do whatever you wish.
Right. So as we've kind of set up that, as you said, this is not. It's Suicide hasn't been himself. Hasn't been the Suicide we know and love. But the reveal is, it hasn't been Suicide all along.
How is it revealed?
I like the idea of them going to the top rope, and they're fighting at the top rope. And then basically, Amazing Red is basically like attacking him, and then he tries to do a move, and then Suicide pushes him off. But while he's pushing off, he pulls on his mask, and then like it's like whoever. We'll find out who it is in a minute. But it's like he's standing there, like head down, so no one can still see it. And obviously, and then you've got Amazing Red looking at the mask, saying, "Oh my, his mask is off." And then we pan up, and who is it?
Who is it?
Austin Aries.
Whoa! Did not see that coming. Neither did the Twitch chat, because I definitely didn't accidentally reveal it about 3 weeks ago. No.
Oh no. Like not at all. We keep secrets in our book, and don't we, Carl?
So Austin Aries is Suicide. Now I should make a point of this. This is something we've been speaking about for a while, purely because there was a segment that we did where Suicide was beaten up and dragged out of the arena by Austin Aries. So for long-time viewers, that pays that off. Okay?
Yeah.
It makes sense. It does make sense. Right, Stu, 55 for the match is okay. Suicide / Aries put in a 64. Amazing Red only a 46, but he is a lower talent. It's okay. It's not terrible. Amazing Red did have an injury as well.
But the X Division doesn't really it's not up there. Like, no. It's pretty standard score for them, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Right, afterwards we're going to do a backstage segment with Suicide / Austin Aries, right?
Yes. Well, basically it's going to be, as you expect, everyone's trying to ask him what you've been doing, like, where is the real Suicide? Where is everyone? And he basically just looks at them, smiles, and says, all will be revealed on Impact.
Okay.
So just everyone, you got to set up why you would want to watch the show, right? That guy 71.
71. Austin Aries is a good mic guy, I tell you. Right, we're going to move on. Is it match time again? I think it's match time again, right?
Yes, we've got one of our big marquee matches, I would say.
We do. It's Sting and the Pope, right? I'm hoping for a good result here. Your winner is?
The winner is, surprisingly, the Pope.
The Pope. And he got a 72, so this is good. This is much better. This is what we want. Sting is beaten by the Pope, and Sting had no problem doing the job either, by the way.
That's very realistic, though, because he wouldn't be, though, because Sting is very like...
2010.
True, but But then, to be fair, they weren't pushing anyone in 2010, were they? To
Not
that point
really
where
to
it
this
was
point.
the
Sting put in a performance of 73. The Pope only a 60. It was off his game, so the Pope got a big win here and probably didn't deserve it with his performance, which is a bit annoying. But the DDE, a clean win over Sting. Talk us through the finish.
I think for this, I've just kind of gone by the premise of just he's been working on his back for most of the match. Try and make him look like he's like a technician. Because obviously, and also because kind of the Pope has kind of had like he done some good feuds. I mean, Jeff Hardy and all that, but he hasn't got the big win.
Mm-hmm.
And we all know sometimes you got to give them the big win against like an established star.
Mm-hmm.
But the way I've gone with this finish is kind of a situation where it's gone for here, it's gone for his finishing move. But I like the idea that he keeps working on the back continuously. Sting comes back just about to win, but then one last shot to Sting's back, and it's like the pain is too much, and then he locks in the sharpshooter, and Sting passes out from the pain, and Pope gets the win. So
wow, Sting submits. I mean, I could
but again, he doesn't tap though.
No, he passes out.
Doesn't.
Yeah.
So it's like he gets protected, but then the Pope gets the big win that he's made Sting pass out. I don't know if that's against his character, but that's what I was thinking. Because I think imagine going into the show next with him just made Sting pass out. It'd be a huge star.
I'm not against it in a sense. I know what you're saying about his character, but at the same time, I'm not against the idea of acknowledging that Sting is like obviously a legend of this business, but he's also kind of old. Do you know what I mean? And that age may be catching up on him a bit.
Well, it's the thing they don't do now. It's like it's this weird thing in wrestling where you can be 60, 80, 70, but somehow in the ring, you act like you're still in your 30s and 40s, right? But it's like, why not? It's one of these things that I think, again, this might be an AEW thing. Like, I'm sure AEW are trying to do it. You got acknowledged, they're getting old. No. So acknowledge that in a match,
No, I think that's not a bad idea at all. Right, afterwards we're moving on to, I believe, another match. Is that right?
Yes, it's the triple threat for the knockout title.
Okay, right.
This might, as Adam Cole's former gimmick, shock the system.
Shock.
But I go into it, I guess. And new knockout champion. Madison Rayne.
Whoa. Okay. That was... when you told us this on stream just now, this was something... I said to you, I'm not against, and I'm not against it, but this is the first time you've booked a result that I was not going to book.
So the one time it's gonna get your plan.
Yes. I'm not against it, I'll be honest. I can work with this. But my plan was Tara retains. So talk us through what you're thinking.
Okay, so the kind of finish I'm kind of go for, because obviously the match is going to be a standard triple threat. You know how triple threats go these days. That kind of stuff. And I like the idea of, was it Tara hitting a finisher on Andrea Love, and then Madison Rayne just pushes her outside the ring.
Mm-hmm.
And, gets the pin.
Mm-hmm.
And then gets the win, and then just runs out of there. Like, she's so happy she's won. But I like the idea that, like, she's opportunist.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, you've seen it before in so many triple threats where, someone hits their finisher and then the other person comes in, pushes them out of the way and takes the pin, cheats the win. So it's not a clean win in a sense. It's kind of more of a snatch and grab win type win, maybe. Okay. And the reason I'm going to do it, because, again, the division needs to be we need to shake it up a little bit.
I don't disagree with that, to be fair. Like I said, I was going to have Tara win, but this does tie into the Impact storyline, like you say. We can work with this. Performances-wise, Tara was the best, which isn't a surprise. Madison Rayne was the weakest, which isn't much of a surprise either. But at 50,
but again, yeah, but again, you don't have to. It's like, as I said on stream, obviously not here, but like, it doesn't have to be a long title win. Sometimes you just need, but sometimes you do need just a shock win, just to shake things up a little bit.
Sure, right. Moving on, is it angle
Another
or
segment?
match? It's not a segment, right? Oh, my
Yes.
it's brilliant. Oh, we go back to the establishment.
Oh, that's got a good one. Okay, so for this one, I've decided, as you were saying, Anderson on the previous show was basically talking about like, he'll try everything to help make sure AJ doesn't become, he'll try everything to make sure Bobby Lashley's still champion. So I like the idea of basically Anderson. There's a backstage segment with Mr. Anderson, Eric Bischoff, and Hogan. Basically, he's going to them saying, "I'm going to take him out tonight. I'm going to beat AJ Styles, and I'm going to end his career. He's not going to get anywhere near that title. It's going to be no more AJ Styles." So like he's basically doing like a thing you would do. He goes in the office and like promises that he's going to end AJ Styles' career.
Okay.
Makes him, and also it makes him look like a badass basically. Like, yeah, I'm going to do everything to take this guy out.
Okay, 74. Does he take the guy out then? This is a big one. AJ versus Anderson. If AJ wins, he gets a World Championship opportunity at Slammiversary, the next pay-per-view. If Anderson wins, AJ Styles will not get a championship opportunity while Bobby Lashley is world champion. This could be match of the night, I'll be honest. Potentially could be match of the night. Anderson versus Ashley. Ashley? I don't know who that is, but apparently. Anderson versus AJ. Your winner?
And the winner is, to no surprise to anyone, is AJ Styles.
AJ, whoa.
That should have done better. Oh.
So, we should preface it. We decided to... when you talked me through the match, we decided we were going to do a mayhem match. And I think that may have been a right call.
Yeah, I get that, but I think it's because if it was a match like this and it was a last shot type match, it would be a situation where Anderson would try everything to win. Like, I know it's like they do too much of those kind of spots. So I just talk through what I was kind of thinking. Is like this match is going to be a thing where Anderson like gets everything. Like, you've got the ref bump. He gets weapons. I think I like the idea of him trying to go for his the pipe that he used. Was it the lead pipe, if I remember, when he debuted?
Yes, he was using a pipe, yeah.
So I like the idea of him trying to go for everything that's worked so far. And like he hits him with the pipe, he hits a mic check, he hits everything. But AJ still kicks out. Kicks out. AJ's in a bloody mess, everything's going. You try it. But the ending, I like the idea of like, let's put a 450 splash. That would be cool as well. But I like the idea of like he tries to go for the mic check, but then AJ finds a way to transition into the Styles Clash and gets the free that way. Because obviously, if anyone is good at countering into the Styles Clash, it's AJ Styles.
Yeah.
And it would be a cool ending. But I like the idea of like the score. I think is harsh, but I think as a match, if the way we booked it, everyone would be so into this match. Because again, AJ's like the fan favorite, and I like the idea of like tries everything, the pipe, his finisher, the ref's down, tries everything, and there's nothing's putting him away. But AJ still gets the win.
I am so pleased that you had AJ win, because AJ was always going to win this match. He was always going to win the feud. He was always going to go into the world title match, because we took him out the world title scene for a bit. It's time AJ Styles returned to the top of the card to me. The performance, though, is really disappointing. I mean...
I think it might just be because of the type we used, but...
It might be. I hope it hasn't screwed the pay-per-view. We're going to move on. What's next?
Next, we're going to have Backstage Segment, or in some ways like a...
No, we're not.
Of course we're not. My bad. I'm looking at one thing. Got so caught up at the AJ thing.
Okay, so that's a huge thing we've just done. And we've done it
without teasing
no
as well.
Fanfare, but it's okay because we've got new tag team champions, Stuart. Oh, the comment section and the Twitch chat are not happy with this.
Well, to be fair, if you've obviously been watching other episodes of the YouTube channel and obviously on the Twitch stream, is that without something happened that we didn't want to happen, but it's going to happen. Is Kevin Nash is going to retire in a month, if I remember correctly.
2 or 3 months, I think, but yeah.
Yeah, so the way I'm thinking is probably the way... I don't know if you were going to do this now or maybe wait, but if you're going to do it on a pay-per-view. But the idea of this match is I like the idea that basically they take Beer Money take out Nash early on. The 2-on-1 on Sharp Boy, as you expect, and then Nash gets back into it, controls most of it, just about to, get the win, set up for jackknife powerbomb or something like that, and then all of a sudden Sharp Boy does a blind tag, comes back in to kind of prove a point, like as he's retiring, he wants to prove something to Kevin Nash, because that's pretty much been his whole story of proving he's worthy,
proving himself to Kevin Nash,
and just when they have an argument, he turns around. Boom, super kick by James Storm. Gets the win that way.
Sorry about your damn luck. I'll be honest. I wasn't going to have Cool Sharks lose the title until Kevin Nash announced his retirement. As soon as he announced he was retiring, they were losing the titles here.
Okay. Well, maybe in this sense, maybe the storyline might be they know he's retiring, but we don't. So it makes more mystery to it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like again, it's like you would thinking the storyline was that like they were on the same page. So why is it all of a sudden kind of Sharp Boys going against like doing stuff like this? Maybe.
Yeah.
And the reason is because he feels about the retirement. Maybe.
So. Like I say, I wasn't going to do it. My plan was to do this title change at Slammiversary, but with the retirement, we have brought it forward. It was why the match was booked. Originally, the plan was going to be like Cool Sharks versus, I don't know, another heel tag team. We're not quite sure who it would have been actually. But I'm cool with this. 62 as well. Pretty good tag match. And Beer Money was a team that from the very start we've done something with. So when they got that tag title opportunity, they had to win the titles.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. I just think it sets up another match you'd want to do it. So
potentially, right? 62. We're gonna move on. What we got
next? I'm hoping is the next that kind of a backstage segment, or
it is
kind of it's. I don't know if I've done a lot of these during back in the 2010s. The kind of secret camera backstage segments they did back in the day with Impact or TNA, where it's like you always got the camera like around the corner, like he's picking up something that should have been picked up.
Mm-hmm.
But it's backstage with obviously Roderick Strong and Kevin Steen talking to someone. But we can't see him because of the angle of the camera. So it's like we can see them both. Roderick Strong and Kevin Steen talking, but we don't see the person they're talking to. So kind of, and they both at the end of the conversation we hear they never see it coming.
Who is the third man? Right, talk us through where we go there on the broadcast. I'm assuming we have the babyface team come out, which is Abyss and the American Wolves. Then we'll have obviously Roderick Strong and Kevin Steen come out. Do we have the third man come out here?
Yes.
Okay. Now, I want you to reveal to me who the third man is. Is it like a big star, or is it like a sort of a low-key future legend?
Very nicely done there. But it's going to be a person that's very known for, obviously, this story is basically because someone declared war on Ring of Honor. Not hint, hint, wink, wink. So this whole storyline is basically, we're basically ripping off the outsiders, basically. But it's a person that's very known in Ring of Honor. So
he's known in Ring of Honor, yeah. But I'd also
should
argue,
I reveal now? Or what's the reveal?
Well, I'd also argue he's known in TNA too. Who's the third man, Stu?
Low Key.
Low Key. That's right. That was a pun. That was a terrible pun from me, but yes, it was. So Low Key is the third man of Dishonor. This is something again we talked about for a while. Stuart started to pull the trigger here, which is good. Low Key joined Strong, joined Sting as a former Ring of Honor star, invading the company in a way, but also wanting to shape TNA of what they think it should be, which is where the storyline is going to start to go. They're going to be in a match then. The third man, it is big 6-man trios type match. Who walks away as winners?
To no surprise to anyone, it's obviously Dishonored are going to get the victory.
Interesting performances here. 61. That's much better than I expected it to be. Low key of 56. 46 from Kevin Steen. But talk about Roderick Strong putting in a 62. Well, somebody should give him a world championship. Eddie Edwards 60. Davey Richards 62 as well. Abyss 58. Loki debuts his outside threat gimmick, which is awful. Thanks. But yeah, good stuff. This is a much better match than I'd expect. Low-key pins Abyss. And talk me through the finish, because you were saying that it'll be a few people, right?
Yeah, I mean, the way I was going for this match is, I was kind of, if I was going to book it, literally being a booker, I would be, like the way book these guys, like you book the Shield. Because we know how amazing most of them 3 6-man tags they had when the Shield started off 2013.
Yeah.
Were pretty damn good. Most of them. Pretty much up to the standard. But I like the idea of them, or was it Strong, Steen, Low-key, all hitting their finishes. You know?
Yeah.
So, like, I think Strong's is it Brainbuster or Backbreaker?
Like
or what's his?
Yeah.
And you got Steen. I said Frog Splash, but I don't know what his actual
Steen
finish.
used to do a package pole driver at this point.
Well, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. I just put an in Loki. I think I've got this thing. He does like a double stomp from the top, but I don't know if he does that either.
Something called Warrior's Way, but that's fine. Anyway, Loki gets the clean win over Abyss. Dishonors get a clean win here. They're up and running in the company in a big, big way. Shield-esque in a way. Good match. Very good. Very good. Loki may just be the Roman Reigns of the group. That's what someone just put in Twitch chat. We'll see. Right, moving on. Have we got a match or a...
Just one more segment for the main event. We're just going to... Obviously, they're running out of the ring celebrating Dishonored. That, they've just got a big win. And they're going to... interview them for trying to find them. Because if I remember a story... Is it Candice LeRae? Is it Candice LeRae?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
LeRae.
So they're kind of like, they've been trying to, like, they're backstage, obviously asking about their big win, what's next to them, and obviously asking the question, where is she? And they kind of don't answer. They completely ignore her because obviously they don't care. But that shows how much heels they are. And they've just basically just like on the interview, basically gonna go putting the whole TNA locker room on notice, saying there's going more to come to this. And and they don't mention it. It just makes them even more hated because they just don't care. But obviously, it could be a story thread you can set up the next shows where they keep slowly revealing, maybe.
Maybe. Right, it's time to move on to the World Championship Fatal 4-Way. The reason we're all here, let's be honest. It's a huge main event. Who is going to walk in to Slammiversary as champion? Well, I mean, I say that. Who's going to walk into Impact as champion? 'Cause there's a lot could change in between that time.
True.
Right, Stuart.
Shall we reveal the finish?
Jeff Hardy, it's Kurt Angle, it's Samoa Joe, and it's Big Robert himself. Big Bob, Big Lashley. Go for it. World champion. Who's walking out champion?
Okay, so Anne's still Impact World Champion, Bobby Lashley.
79 main event ruled in the end. Kind of, if you look at the things, but it's not bad at all. Yeah, very good stuff. Bobby Lashley pins Kurt Angle, by the way. Just defends him a 6th of the title. Bobby Lashley retains. Makes a lot of sense. It's where I was going to go as well.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, and it's just the way I was wanted to build the match is the situation of that Fatal 5-Way with Karrion Kross. Was it Karrion Kross? I always get his name wrong. Was it Takeover? What was it? I can't remember what one it was.
Yeah. When it was Johnny Gargano, Adam Cole, Baby, Kyle O'Reilly, Pete Dunne, and Demolition Smash. Sorry. Karrion Kross. Sorry. Yeah.
Poor guy. Anyway, but so the idea is that the whole match, part of that match was they're all taking him out, so they can focus on themselves.
Yeah.
So that's why I would like to go with this match.
Yeah.
But eventually, obviously, Bobby Lashley just goes crazy. He basically at the end he takes out Hardy. I said powerbomb I said top rope, but that actually might kill him. So so maybe like a powerbomb over the barricade or something like that. I was going to say for the table as well, but I don't. If I remember Impact or TNA, their announce table was on the top, if I remember.
Yeah.
So that wouldn't work. Then obviously a big spear to Samoa Joe, and then locks in the hurt lock on Kurt Angle, and again a similar kind of thing where he doesn't tap, but the pain's too much, he passes out. So for me, at the end of the match, you're looking at Bobby Lashley's just literally destroyed all three of his competitors in a matter of seconds. If that doesn't make you look like
who can stop Big Bob the Builder? Who can stop him? 73, he put in the worst performance, which would usually worry me. But the fact that he's in there with Samoa Joe, Kurt Angle and Jeff Hardy, yeah, you know what I mean? Like they're three of the top guys. It is what it is. Who can stop Big Bob, Stuart? Who can stop him?
Well, to end, we're not going to end the show with Bobby Lashley standing on top. We're going to end with a nice confrontation between AJ Styles and Bobby Lashley. So, a good score there. But I think what I was thinking is you just hear his music, he comes out, confronts him, and then we end the show with them both, like we always do, face to face, really close together, face to face, both intense faces, both hate each other, and we end it that way. That sets up. Obviously, it's going to be main event of Slammiversary.
Or is it? We'll see. Maybe. Right, show rating then. I don't know about this one. Depends on how much the main event's going to affect it.
If I can get maybe a 68.
I'd
like to get 70.
I would take 70, but I don't know. We'll see. Let's find out. Show rating 71. What the?
Yes.
What?
You know what's done it though? Because I think.
I mean, I'll take it, but I am very surprised it got that high.
I got to be honest, because I was worried because the start of the show didn't go according to plan.
But you did have Sting and the Pope get a 72, sorry.
I think a lot of the big matches delivered as the last pay-per-views have kind of done that in some ways.
I was a bit worried because of Styles and Anderson, but you know what? 71, not bad. And considering all that you could have done, you've not ruined it too much. Good show.
Well, it just proves when I can. I can put on a good show now and then.
There we go. What do you make of that then? As I said at the start, I want comments down below. Who books this better? Would it have been me, or do you think Stuart's done a good job there? I actually think he's done not a bad job. I'll give him credit here because I don't think he's done a terrible job at all. But it starts to set us up going forward. At the end of the stream, what we did was come up with creative ideas for sort of everyone in the roster. So we've got a lot cooking now. And I will say, me and Stuart have had a conversation about potentially figuring out an end point for this save. Because I feel like without an end point, you've got nothing to work towards. Maybe next year's Slammiversary, we do a year of booking now and then end it there. It's what I'm thinking, potentially. If that's what you think's a good idea, let me know in the comments down below. I'm good to be back. It's good to be back. Drop a like on the video if you liked it. I'm hoping to have a video for you Thursday too. Fingers crossed. Until next time, peace.